calling you a radical, so this is important. This is a historic day, really historic as far as the spent fuel pools. I just got out of the hearing online, and 3 canisters, decades ahead of fucking schedule. So let's talk Delmar, let's talk San Onofre, let's talk Copper River salmon. Copper River and salmon have epically collapsed. Epically fucking collapsed. So they're sitting at 478,000. The season's almost over. Their worst catastrophe year in history was 2 years ago, 800,000, just under 800,000. So pre-Fukushima, 4 million. They're going to come in less than 500,000. It's a catastrophe. Up and down, rank and file. So back to the San Onofre. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, it's all coincidence. Typos dead at your feet. Kevin Blanche fucking tells you all of this before it happens. Nobody will listen. So San Onofre, I just got out of the hearing. They don't have 4 canisters left. They only have 3. They just announced. Even the commission, who fights them tooth and nail, says this is unbelievable. They're decades ahead of decades. You heard me? Decades ahead of schedule. Hundreds of millions under budget. It just exposes the lies of the nuclear energy crime city. It's a major deal. So this will be 75 years here in a few days. Up and at 'em. So San Diego, the Sprint tide pools, down the stretch they come. Take a plane, take a train, take 4 big trucks pushing a nuclear reactor to Utah, take a car. Where there's a fucking frown on every fucking face and coronavirus in every fucking nook and cranny fucking place. Where the nuclear radioactive turf meets the surf at old Delmar. Opening day, down the fucking stretch they come. Snakatani up the fucking rail. Here comes Bejarano out the fucking outside. What? Oh, they've all got coronavirus. Yep, the jockeys at Delmar are all testing positive for coronavirus. I grew up with, I'm friends with Gary Stevens. Close fucking friends. He's from here. So, kind of like me, it's Idaho. Fucking Spawn getting down with Ezra Pound. So, marquee day in San Diego. Incredible historic day. As San Onofre goes, the world goes, but the salmon collapse at the Copper River is a major fucking story. Where the radioactive surf, the ship burns in the harbor. The desal plants near Delmar, Carlsbad, which I call the Farrah Fawcett. She lived right next door to that sickening old desal plant. Drink up the walk and walk. Where the radioactive surf meets your radioactive turf. At old Delmar. Take the nuclear waste on a plane, on a train, pushed through the Nevada desert into Utah, fucking with 4 trucks car. I still say shoot it into space. Then we'll have a smile on every fucking face. All the jockeys have tested positive for COVID-19. Down the stretch they come. 700 fucking canisters going to be done in the year 2525. If man is still alive. In the year 3535. The nuclear. If man is still alive. In the year 2020, Fukushima mutates into the sheeple. They wouldn't care about the dead tide pools at their feet, Edie. They didn't care about the fucking salmon collapse. They didn't care about the Fukushima Fukushima fires. In the year 2020, San Onofre goes down. It's historic as San. I've always known. That's why I focus so hard. San Onofre goes, the nuclear energy crime syndicate. Oh, they fucking go. They're done. I like everybody blocking all this historic work. Fucking, I'm so happy. Thank you to everybody inside the reactor San Onofre. Maybe we'll go to Delmar. I'll be down there ASAP. I still got to raise some fucking money. I'm just going to rent a car and come down there and maybe we'll have a party. I gotta tell you, I've been working on this my entire fucking life since I was a kid. My first memories have been fucking take that fucker down. I don't think people realize how historic this is and how grassroots and what a small group of people that kept this fucking, decommissioning going, well, broke their back. I'm telling you, San Onofre, as it goes, all the nuclear reactors are going to go. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate just got their fucking ass kicked. Or Kevin reached into the bag and he slung the fucking stuff. So the nuclear waste coming out of the fucking spent fuel pools and into the canisters, down the fucking stretch they fucking come. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. Fuck the 4 to 5 ship. Byron's on. Nakatani on a 12 to 1. Oh, here comes the apprentice. The fucking kid from fucking Utah. Flying on the outside. Fuck, he's 300 to fucking 1. What? There's an inquiry? I don't think so. Go to the window. Cash out tickets. Trevor Blanche Denman on the call. Down the stretch they come.